Yo, this is Dorky Diggity Dave, and today we review... Yo, this is my movie! Why don't you go see the Hitman's Bodyguard, motherfucker? Welcome back, guys. We are talking about the Hitman's Bodyguard, and you're probably thinking maybe this is like a sequel to Bodyguard with like Kevin Costner, but it's not really that at all. It's actually a lot better, so let's just get right into it. Alright, so I'm gonna admit, I watched the trailers and this looked like it wasn't really going to be any kind of good, like, at all. It was gonna be like typical type of stuff, but you know what? I was pleasantly surprised by this film. I came in thinking just cliche stuff all over the place, and we ended up with not exactly cliche, but kind of a love letter to the actors and the style that is in the movie. Like, you've got Ryan Reynolds being Ryan Reynolds, you've got Samuel L. Jackson being Samuel L. Jackson in their best roles, and Salma Hayek is actually out of characteristically pretty good. That's probably not even really words, but I'm using that description for myself. Now, what you're gonna find in this movie is not what you expect, which is why I call it surprising. This is a love story at its core. It's about friendship, it's about trust, relationships, and that really kind of set it apart. There was a surprising amount of character development and a surprising amount of comedy that actually worked. There's everything in this movie from unapologetically goriness everywhere, which I don't also think is a... Maybe I'm just not speaking well today, but I'm keeping it in the video. Now, unapologetically gory. It's got slapstick in it, but not a lot. And when it does happen, it's pretty funny. It's hysterical. The character development is not only between Samuel L. Jackson and Ryan Reynolds' characters, it's also between everyone else and backstories. And there's a couple of twists in there just to add to it. The action is great, the fighting is great, and I really think you're gonna find yourself being highly entertained by this movie. Now, it's not to say it's the greatest movie out there, it's not to say this is such a fantastic film, but this is a very good time at the theater. You're gonna have fun, it's definitely a popcorn flick, and it's got some depth to it. I loved the music that was in the film too. They had a really nice music choice, and it went really well with the scenes, and also the director chose some really interesting angles with the camera. There was some really good camera work in there. There was a lot of interesting fight scenes that were well choreographed, well shot, as well as a couple of surprises with some one shot, one cut style fight scenes that I know they probably still cut it in the end, but the style still worked and it's impressive to watch. Having Gary Oldman in the film as the villain is ridiculous. All right, this guy's got some chops, and it's actually impressive just sit there and watch him do his thing. Like I said, everyone has just like a comfortable swag in the film, and Gary Oldman is no different. It's a very different type of Gary Oldman, but it works. And like, even when I was watching it, I didn't quite know it was him right away. I was just like, wow, that dude can act, bro. So for sure, that is a great aspect. Now, some will say, well, this just has Ryan Reynolds doing his thing that he does in every movie, and you have Samuel L. Jackson doing whatever he does in all of his movies, and guess what? It actually works here. This feels like these guys are just so comfortable, not only with themselves, but with the script and with the crew, that they just have fun doing what they do best. And that is really a joy to watch, and it's infectious too. So that's probably one of their mainstays. Their mainstays. Really, the only thing I can say about this film is there are a couple of cliche moments. There are a couple of moments where the acting isn't that great, but it's not like anything that you really remember. They're just little spots here and there, but they do try to flip it on its head, so it's not something you would expect the whole time. But yeah, very, very minor gripes with this film. Verdict time, guys. Again, we are ditching the 5-star system, and today we are just going with a present because this movie is a surprise, and that's how I felt. So I'm rating it present. Maybe that's not the greatest name, but that's what I'm using for today. So anyway, I thought it was great. I had a good time. Entertaining film. It's fun to watch, and it's fun to watch everyone doing their thing the way they do it best. So that's where I'm at. Once again, this is Dorky Diggity Dave. You just watched a review for The Hitman's Bodyguard. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and click subscribe, click like, leave a comment. And if you did see the movie, go ahead and leave that comment. Let me know what you thought about it. Let me know if you saw it. Did you like it as much as I did? Did you not? Am I crazy? Am I not? I don't know. So, remember, share it with your friends, share it with your mama. All that stuff helps me out. And remember, stay dorky, and I'll catch y'all on the flip.